I'm Katrina, and this is So and Tare, and today we are tearing it up. See what I did there? We are going to get new flooring. Manuel is a flooring expert, however, his finger does not allow him to do all the work, so we're going to have his brother do the work. He's going to do part of it, you're going to see this, but I want to give you some background. This entire wall right here had 4 layers of wallpaper when I moved in. The cabinets had 4 layers of contact paper. I took all sorts of stuff out of this place. That wall in the kitchen had wood paneling, the fake wood paneling. So I did a lot of tear out before we even got to this point, and so now it's time for the floors. And it looks like so far there's what, 3 layers?
At least 2.
There's one more right there, right? No? Okay, at least 2 layers of flooring has been on here. So it's a typical, it's typical to put laminate over laminate, is that right? Vinyl over vinyl? Vinyl over vinyl?
Up to 4 layers.
Up to 4 layers. He can tell you more. And so that's a standard practice. So if you're ripping stuff out and finding that, you might think that's not standard, but it is standard in the flooring industry, at least in California. And if it's standard in California, it's probably, you know, 6 layers somewhere else. Anyway, I just wanted to give you the background here and show you what he's doing to take out the curved part, and I'll have him talk to you about what that means. So tell him what the curved part is and like what's it called and all that.
This part right here, it's called coving. It's called coving and
Coving.
And they overlap the coving.
Hey, look at the camera when you're doing that.
They look like they overlap the coving on this vinyl. We usually cut it, and if we're gonna do over vinyl, we just have 1 layer going up and then tuck it in on the metal that is right here. I tear out some of it, and it was really hard since this is real wood. Usually it's on
oh, there's wood there?
On shellac, and this is real wood, so it is really hard to tear it out. So it's an old-timer linoleum, so this is really strong material. So this can last for ages under there, but we don't need it anymore, so it needs to come up.
And people are going to want to know what tools you're using to take it up. What tools you're using versus what tools you would use if you had your van.
If I have my van?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I use either pliers or by hand. Usually we just cut it and it comes off.
Cut it with a utility knife?
Yeah, with a utility knife. We cut it on the edges and then pull it. But this is really, really stuck because it's an old material, so you have to...
Built to last?
Yeah, lasts forever. So you have to kind of use pliers or something to pry it up. And this, I was trying to take it off before getting the vinyl out on this part right here, but it was so hard because it's really.
What is that? It's wood.
Piece of wood. It's called cove.
Why not just leave it?
Sticks.
Why not just leave it?
Because the material is not gonna bend to the wall.
Oh, because we're not doing, okay. We are replacing it with what? What is it called?
It's LVP, vinyl composition planks. That's what it's called.
Those are the ones that snap together.
Yeah, there's different materials.
Okay, so what you're doing is you're ripping up the coving, the wooden coving part, which what that does is it makes a corner into a curved corner. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then underneath that you're getting to floor, which, is that hardwood?
No.
Are you sure?
Just plywood.
Because the rest of the house is hardwood.
Usually not in the kitchen if you have vinyl.
The bathroom had indoor-outdoor carpet underneath the toilet, so they did do things different in 1954.
You won't get surprised by anything?
No.
Anything you see?
No, the shutters, which were in the front, were
It's just plywood.
Okay. Were the shutters that were in the front kitchen window right here? They were shimmed with playing cards.
What?
They cut playing cards in thirds lengthwise and used them to shim in between that and the wall. So you want to show here? So there's the curve. It's more like a 3-cut curve, and then the curve is on the inside. And then what is this stuff? Is this like a cement, or is this the glue, or what is this?
No, this is the part of the vinyl, the backing.
The backing from the vinyl? Okay.
Yeah, this part comes up and sometimes it leaves residue, so that's what left behind. And this other floor that you think it was another, is just the remaining of this. You just get the
it's the underside?
Layer,
okay.
Top layer, and the felt back is still attached.
Okay.
That's one.
So he's able to prep it for him because that's a one-handed job, and I think his brother's just doing it for us, so make his life easy.
Yeah, this part is gonna be tough to get that going out. This is
underneath the island,
yeah,
or the
really,
peninsula.
Really attached to it.
I didn't realize that was wood.
Yeah.
Do you need a crowbar? Or that little crowbar thing works?
Yeah.
Just gotta get under it. Okay. So tell the people why someone would put that in.
This?
Yeah.
Well.
What are the benefits and what are the not benefits?
Sometimes people like it because it looks nice going up to the wall, and also when you mop the floor, it's not gonna be up to the wall, because you can clean up really well the floor because it has a U shape.
It doesn't get stuck in the corner.
Instead of a 45 angle, so that's why some people do. Some is for the looks of it, but I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I think it looks funny. I thought it was more for like waterproofing, so that if you spill or if you mop or something, it doesn't go in the corners and seep down.
It is for that too, but you don't need to waterproof it that much, because how much water can you spill on a kitchen?
Well, there's a leak.
Unless you have a broken pipe or something, that will help.
Okay.
Probably not prevent the whole thing happening, but I mean from going under, but it is helpful for that matter.
So how far out are you cutting that? Or you're just taking care of the coving?
I'm just taking care of the part that is lifting up, that was the cement or the Vitex. It's gonna fill
Say
up,
that again. Vitex with a V?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's floor. It's concrete. It's like concrete, like cement. That's what it is.
So people who are doing them themselves and might say, oh, that looks really easy, I can do that. What would you recommend that they pay attention to that you're just doing automatically?
It's not very easy at all, but I don't think you need to be careful with this, because
No, like what techniques to use?
Techniques? Well, to get a good pry bar and a very sharp knife.
Is there a brand of that or a type of that you would recommend?
Just for carpet, and don't use this type of blade, because they are not good for this job because they hurt your hand.
Okay, so
You
don't
have
use
to
this
get-
type of blade. Can we show them later what your blade looks like? What Mario's blade looks
It's just
like?
that, but it's flat
It's flat.
without the
It doesn't do like this. It just stays out, right?
It's just flat. It just flush so you can get a better grip
Yeah. Okay.
all around.
So this hurts
like
the hand.
rest
Is that
of it.
the only reason?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other thing that it can be used is a hook knife. A hook knife, it's pretty similar concept to this, except that this goes like kind of flat on this part.
Sounds like
and
a
then,
skinny
and then
knife.
you have a hook. Then you get the hook inside the vinyl, and then you just pull it instead of just pressing on it. And this is a really hard linoleum, so a single knife it's not gonna cut it. So we need to replace this one. Can you let me borrow a screwdriver? Do you remember if you still have knives?
Somewhere. I think there should be some in the knife.
Here.
There should be. Yeah, there is. For those that don't know, these open up. So you can store knives in blades inside that, and most of them have it set up that way. Okay, as far as safety goes, since we're looking at your finger,
What do you mean?
don't cut towards yourself, cut away from yourself.
No.
Anything else?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay.
Just keep away your hands from the
Blade.
sharp area. That's about
So
it.
here, can you hand me that?
What, this?
For those that don't know, this is a Phillips head. So this is a plus sign Phillips head. And then flat head is the one that looks like a minus sign. So if in case you're looking for a screwdriver and you don't know the name, this is a Phillips, and
It looks like this.
and the flat head looks like this, but it's straight. So there's a Phillips. Layers. Alright, so there is a vinyl plank. What is it? LP what?
LVP.
LVP? It's not the color we're going with, but it's one that he had. It's out of the box.
Similar height.
And he's testing the threshold.
Yeah, I'm just testing how-
The threshold is, see this piece of wood that he has? That used to be on the meeting place between the tile and the kitchen floor, and that has quite a drop. And the threshold is meant to cover a seam and assist with a change of type of flooring, but also elevation of flooring. So he's measuring how much elevation there will be after the planks are down, to figure out which type of threshold to put in, right?
Yeah.
Conclusions?
The other thing that we can do for this is we can put a piece of vinyl here, like 1 or 2 pieces of vinyl right here, and then we can fill up with cement right here to make a ramp. So this, when we install this can butt up to this tile, and then we can use a T-molding. We can use a T-molding where the threshold, where the threshold was, and then the T-molding will make it more flush, the transition from one floor to another. That way when you step on it, you're not gonna feel a big bump.
Which has the least tripping hazard?
The T-molding. But to put a T-molding, you need to have the floors level, or somewhat level, because it can have a little drop, a little bit sideways.
And what is the one that we currently have?
It's an end cap. An end cap is, it's a piece of wood that has one side thicker and the other one thinner.
Like a stair step.
That way it can be high right here and lower right here. And at T-molding, it has just a little bump in the middle, and this is skinny and this is skinny. That way it can butt up on
okay.
each side. So that's what it is.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and gives you a little bit of insight into what happens for prepping before putting down the planks. And please like and subscribe and share with someone who is needing a remodel.